Hello friends, today we are going to start the new chapter, chapter number 9, Fundamental Rights, Fundamental Duties and Directive Principle of State Policy, lecture number 1. Friends, in the previous chapter, we discussed about the Constitution. We understood the meaning of Constitution, that is what is Constitution. We also understood the importance of Constitution. Friends, we discussed that a collection of rules to govern any country is considered as the Constitution. We discussed that the Constitution of India is a live document. As we understood that there are several chances that amendments can be made in our Constitution as per the aspiration, wishes and the expectations of the people. We discussed how our Constitution was framed in the previous chapter. We discussed that when the Britishers decided to give India independence, they had sent the cabinet mission to India. This cabinet mission submitted their report about giving the independence to India, in which they suggested to make a constituent assembly to frame the constitution for India. And as per the recommendation of this cabinet mission, a constituent assembly was framed to make the constitution of India. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was made the president of this constituent assembly. Many well-known leaders contributed in making and framing our constitution. Well-known leaders like Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Jawaharlal Nehru, Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad, Krishna Swami Iyer, women representatives like Sarojini Naidu, Vijaya Lakshmi Pandit, they all contributed in making our constitution. They made a drafting committee to draft the Constitution of India under the chairmanship of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. They made for 166 days within a period of 2 years, 11 months and 18 days. And at last, with the great efforts of these peoples, on 26 January 1950, our Constitution came into force and India became Republic. Since that day, we every year celebrate 26 January as the Republic Day of our country. In the previous chapter, we discussed about the various features of the Constitution. Friends, if you remember, when we discussed about the various features of the Constitution, in that we discussed about these fundamental rights, duties and the directive principle of state policy as the important feature of Constitution. As we all know that the country runs as per the Constitution. Here in our Constitution, each and every detailed information, each and every provisions are discussed about the fundamental rights, fundamental duties as well as the directive principle of state policy. Friends, in this chapter we are going to discuss about these fundamental rights, fundamental duties as well as the directive principle of state policy, which are some of the important features of our Constitution in detail. Friends, let us start today by understanding about the human rights first. From human rights, we will move on to the fundamental rights. Let us first understand about what is human rights and its importance. So today the topic that we are going to cover, that is human rights and its importance. Let us understand about human rights first. understanding about human rights. Here it is said, human rights are the rights inherited by human beings. Human rights are the rights that are inherited by all human beings, we can say, by all human beings, that is irrespective of their nationality, irrespective of their nationality, place of residence, color, gender, religion, language, or any other skills, or status, we can say. Friends, first of all, let us understand the meaning of human rights. Human rights are those rights which are inherited by each and every human being that are present in this world. That means these are the rights that are given to each and every human being, irrespective of their nationality, whether that person is of any nation. That person is having certain rights. Each and every person, each and every human being has certain rights since birth. Whether that person has born in any nation, any country, whether that person is having any gender, that is male, female, if that person belongs to any religion, if that person is speaking any language, or if that person is having any skill or whatever status is belonging, each and every people has these certain rights, and that rights are considered as human rights. Here it is said, human rights are those rights. If we talk about human rights, these are those rights which not only give a person his or her basis of existence, but also several development in which society helps to construct, and an environment which enable him or her to grow. Friends, here it is said, human rights are those rights which not only give a person his basis of existence, It is not only giving his base of existence, importance of existence, but it is also dealing about several development in which the society helps to construct an environment which enables to grow them. Means they get the proper opportunity for development through these rights. Each and every people gets proper opportunity for their development. Such an environment is created for each and every people without any discrimination. Friends, here it is said, the citizens of each democratic countries are conformed. Citizens of each democratic countries, they are conferred with these basic rights. Means each and every citizen of democratic countries, they are conferred with these rights. Moreover, the society as well as the nation, here it is said, moreover, the society as well as the nation takes care that all these rights are protected. Here it is said, each and every citizen of democratic country are conformed with these rights. Moreover, the society as well as the country, they take care that these rights of each and every citizens are protected. Here it is said that every person gets these basic rights. Here each and every person gets these basic rights from the time he is born, from the time he is born, means since birth, each and every person are getting this right. And hence these rights are known as human rights, and that is why these rights are known as human rights, because these rights are each and every citizen, each and every person gets these rights since its birth, and that is why these rights are called as human rights. No person is there who does not have these rights. And the further information here is a United Nations. If we talk about this human right, United Nations declared human rights on United Nations declared human rights on 10th December 1948. On 10th December 1948. From that day, every year from that day, every year 10th December, every year 10th December is
10th day every year since that day is celebrated as Human Rights Day. Friends, here it is said as United Nations declared this human right on 10th December 1948. Since that day, every year 10th December is celebrated as Human Rights Day. So friends, this was the information about human rights. You might have understood about what is human rights. Now let us understand about the importance of these human rights. Friends, let us understand importance of human rights. If we talk about the importance of human rights allows all human beings to live a dignified life. Here it is said human right allows all living beings to live a dignified life, means a proper life. A person can live in a dignified way, in a manner. Each and every human being can live with the help of these human rights. If we talk about as per these rights, every human being should get, as per these rights, every human being should get basic needs such as food, clothes, shelter, education, and health, which are extremely important. These all things are extremely important for existence in a proper, very dignified and respectable way. As per these rights, each and every human being should get proper food, shelter, clothing, education and health to live proper, dignified and respectable way. The person can live his life. Taking inspiration. Now here we say that taking inspiration from the human rights announced, means taking inspiration from the human rights that are announced in the world, as these human rights are announced in the world. India has incorporated India has also incorporated certain important and basic human rights, India has also incorporated in our constitution certain important and basic human rights into our constitution, we can say. Into our constitution means as some of the human rights are very important for the existence of the human being, that is why even taking inspiration from these human rights that are present in the world, when we were making our constitution framers also included some of the important and basic human rights in our constitution. It was included. Here it is said that by adding these human rights into constitution, these rights, as it is added in constitution, these rights now enjoy a legal status. They enjoy legal status in our country as well. Means human rights were implemented for each and every human being in the world. Now, as it was added in the Indian Constitution, it gets the legal status in India as well. These added rights are called the fundamental rights. The human rights that are incorporated in the Constitution of India, the rights that incorporated in our Constitution, that rights that have been given to each and every citizen of India, they are known as the fundamental rights. Democratic country allows, if we talk about any democratic country, it allows its citizens to enjoy these rights. In a democratic country, each and every citizens are allowed to enjoy these rights. These rights gives to express themselves, means each and every people can express themselves with the medium of this fundamental right. Citizens can enjoy these rights without any discrimination. They can enjoy these rights without any kind of discrimination. The government and the Constitution protects these rights. The government and the Constitution protects these rights and see that each and every people enjoys it. It is the responsibility of the government and the Constitution that it protects these rights of the human being, each and every citizen of India, and also it looks after that each and every person is enjoying this right without any discrimination. So friends, here you might have understood about human rights and its importance. We learn about another topic in our next lecture.